It's not officially a war, but the images and the impacts are the same. 10 members of a Palestinian family who had gathered for Eid were killed following an Israeli airstrike. A baby, the lone survivor, found clutching his dead mother. Palestinians say at least 140 people, including 39 children, have been killed in Gaza since airstrikes began on Monday. Tammy Jacoby is a professor with expertise in Arab-Israeli conflict.
There's no middle ground, and so people are being radicalized, either anti-Israeli pro-Palestinian or pro-Israeli anti-Palestinian. That doesn't really help to de-escalate the situation. There is no active mobilization for dialogue, peace, moderation, compromise.
U.S. President Joe Biden has spoken to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the president of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. He's expressed his support for both sides and for finding a peaceful resolution to the conflict. But the militant group Hamas controls Gaza, and it has fired roughly 2,000 rockets into Israel, killing residents. Michael Hemme is a Canadian living in Tel Aviv.
A rocket just hit my uncle's city today. So I called him up immediately and asked to check to see if he was okay. And I think about it. I think about the Palestinians that are going through the same thing. And, you know, the mothers and fathers and families are calling up their relatives to make sure that they're okay.
There are and will be no winner, says Canada's former ambassador to Israel, unless old land claims are set aside and new leaders chosen.
Hamas is not interested in a two-state solution, so they're happy to have a Bibi Netanyahu and a very right-wing government in power in Israel, because then they can point to the occupier and say that there's no partner for peace.
One high-rise building hit housed residents and international media, including the Associated Press.
That building provided the best vantage point for the world to see the events in Gaza. And now that building is destroyed. And we will work hard to continue to tell the world the important events of Gaza.
Israeli military officials gave the building's owner an hour's notice so it could be evacuated, saying it had information that Hamas had been using the site. AP is asking to see the evidence. Crystal Goomansingh, Global News, London.